guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this PES 2021 Update Master League here with Spurs. Today's episode, we got Celtic to see if we can make it through to the Champions League knockout stages. We're going to play Man United and Southampton in the league. If you didn't go and see yesterday's episode, or no, the day before that, go and watch it. Great episode, lots of goals. We actually played fairly decently. I'm hoping for a repeat of that in this episode, and hopefully the lads can pull off some good results. Let's see how we do against Celtic first, though. Let's go and pick the team, see how we can get on in this one. This one is so important. They're all important at this stage of the season, right? It feels like every single game at the moment I'm saying, this is important, because they all are. Hopefully, we'll get a win in this one, though. This will be the team lineup for this game here against Celtic. We're going to play Harry Kane, Dybala, Bale, Bergwijn, Lo Celso, Skip as the DM, Aurier, Tendanga, Sanchez, and Sessegnon. I'm going to say, as per usual, I think this squad is strong enough to win this game. But you never know. There's a lot of pressure in this one. There's a lot on the line. Please, God, let us go and get a victory. Massive, massive game here. Celtic at home at Celtic Park, a stadium that is actually in the game. It looks very good. The Scottish League is licensed, obviously, in PES. We're going here with the third kit and hopefully a victory. A victory for Spurs in this one. It's going to be difficult. The atmosphere is going to be high. Celtic have literally nothing to play for. I don't even think they can drop into the Europa League. So they're playing for pride, basically. And I'm sure they'd love a famous win here at Celtic Park against Tottenham. Well, Celtic will kick this one off, and let's see what we could produce in this game. It's not going to be easy. I know that already. They're going to be difficult to play against. I think they're going to try and bring the game to us, and we do theoretically need a win. A draw should be good enough, but it all depends on how Real Madrid can do in their game, really, more than anything. And that's a worry for me. I don't want to rely on anybody else. I prefer we just go out there, get a victory in this one. Sessegnon losing the ball early doors there. Go out, get a victory in this one, and then we don't need to worry too much about what Real Madrid are doing. And we've let them in straight away, and we are 1-0 down, 5 minutes in. And the worst start humanly possible here for Tottenham. Celtic take a 1-0 lead. Not good, not good at all. Wide open there. Absolutely wide open. I don't know what the defence was doing. They just parted. And Bayo, easy for him. Well, question marks here early on Tottenham already on their defence. And we haven't rose to the big occasions. If anything, we've probably faltered when we've got to them. Is this going to be the same situation and scenario again? We're not moving the ball around too well so far at the start of this game, which is making me a little bit nervous. And, you know, we've kind of played into Celtic hands. They'll be able to sit back now, play very defensively. And we're going to have an issue. We're going to have an issue trying to break them down. I've got to be honest with you there. That's not going to be easy. We'll see what we could do here, though. Sessegnon's going to try and play this in towards Bergwijn. Sessegnon will get it back. We'll try and look to whip it in. It's not a good enough ball in the end. But Harry Kane has managed to collect this, which is really surprising. When you look at the position we were in. Dybala now. Gareth Bale. It's well tackled by Elyounoussi, and they'll try and break again, and that's where Celtic are going to be dangerous in this one. Well done, Bergwijn. And Serge will get to this. He's going to have to take a touch. Bergwijn. Dybala. Oh, he's going to look to try and play in Bergwijn there, and he just can't find him. Celtic now getting some room. The ball's floated in. Will it find Christie? We need to get this out. We're not gonna. Terrible. And luckily for us, it's a free kick. Dreadful play from Tottenham again. Just every now and again getting caught sloppy at the back. Defensive howlers. We really need to get our acts together. This is a dangerous position that we found ourselves in here. And I think that, I don't know, we need to make some kind of change in the way we're trying to approach this game, because I can't break them down. And then they're just causing all kinds of issues out of absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere they're causing these problems from. And our passing going forward has been lackluster, really. Sessegnon's had a terrible game so far. Oliver Skip now for the first time, receiving the ball in a dangerous position. Gareth Bale pulling that across to Harry Kane. Oh! Great save. Very, very good save. I thought that was the moment we were getting back into it. Good football. The first time we kind of made them lose the ball so that we could counter and there was space for us. And, oh, unlucky. Harry Kane is in there. Oh, he's floated it just wide. It's wide from the captain here, and this is far better play. We've kind of found a little bit of a rhythm now where we're playing a lot better, and, you know, just unlucky there. We need to get a goal back, though. Oh, Arzani gets a lucky bounce, and it's 2-0 Celtic. Tottenham may be crashing out of the Champions League here. We are getting zero luck in this game. 0. Look, great block from Sanchez against Lee Griffiths, and it just bounced so kindly towards Alizani, and that you know, could be game, set, and match. We don't look like we can break them down enough to score 2. And Celtic, I said, we're playing for pride, and they've got it here. I mean, this is a situation. Sanchez does great to block off Griffiths' shot, but Sessegnon's been beaten again. And it's 2-0 now and looking dire. Well, there we go, guys. 2-0 at half-time. Celtic just scoring on the stroke at half-time. And there's a big mountain here for Tottenham to climb. And defensively, not been good enough. We're missing Reguilon. He's out injured and it's showing. Dominated possession, but look at how much just better they were at going forward compared to us. Well, here we go. Second half. It's a big one for Tottenham in this league season. It's not the season we wanted, nor do I think it'll be the season we expected to have. And I think it's going to be, you know, it's a season of transition, it feels like, anyway, for me. Gareth Bale now, what can he do? Let's try and whip this one across. Oh, he does all right, but no one in there really to attack it. Feels like a bit of a season of transition, and it's kind of feeling that way the more and more we play. We've brought Doherty on now for Sessegnon. Hopefully that change will help us. A very tight second half so far. We'll find Doherty now in a dangerous position. Doherty. And try and whip it in. It's towards Harry Kane, but he just couldn't get to it first, could he? Unfortunately, he wasn't ahead of his man. It happens. Dybala now. I'm going to lift that one up. Bergwijn, surely! Oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the post. You can't get any more unlucky than that, can you? Great movement, great play from Dybala to spot him. He's gone and hit the post, and we started this second half very, very lively, and it's nice to see, but at the end of the day, goals are what matters in this situation right now. Go on, Dybala, make a little bit of a run. He does make a bit of a run, Dybala now! Oh, what a save! What a unbelievable save there. Serge now. What can Serge create from this position? Find Bergwijn, who's going to turn and try and lay it into Dybala, but unfortunately it's blocked off, and Celtic will get a little bit of a reprieve here and can go on the counter-attack where they've been so deadly this entire game. Gareth Bale now's managed to play in Kane. Harry Kane. Near post. Maybe should have played it across. Still 2-0 Celtic, even though the pressure we've put on them in these opening moments of the second half have been very extensive, but he should have played that across to Dybala. Well, double sub. Costa and Son coming on. Let's see if they can have an impact and change this game. We need 2 goals at least here. 2 goals I think would guarantee us going through. So we need to find them from somewhere. We don't have tons of time left as time keeps ticking down. I think if we get a breakthrough, there could be more than that going forward, but we need that initial breakthrough, and Doherty carrying the ball out like that isn't going to help. I was about to say he's been better defensively than Sessegnon, but making mistakes like that isn't good enough. Oh, they've made a mistake here. Harry Kane now will try and play in Douglas Costa. He gets it to him. Douglas Costa fights off his man. Costa! Oh, he's come on! And we are right back in this game! Douglas Costa! And he must know the transfer window is around the corner, because we've been talking about selling this man. And he has just scored what could be an all-important goal going forward. The counter was on, and the finish is sublime. Oh, boys. Is it on? Is it on? Is the comeback on? Maybe. Great pass from Harry Kane there. Doherty to Son. Son's going to play this to Costa now. Oh, sorry, Dybala's going to play that to Costa. Kane will turn, touch, shoot! Well saved. Very well saved. He's done that so many times all season as Harry Kane, and it's found the way into the back of the net, but not this time. Dybala now. He's going to play in Harry Kane, surely. Harry Kane! Harry Kane! Oh, when you need him! When you need him! In the second minute of added on time! When you need Harry Kane, he is there to deliver. And we threw everything at them in this second half, and I've never celebrated so much for a draw, but this is an unbelievable finish from Kane. We needed it to find the back of the net in this moment. And we will take this game to 2-2. And what seems to be us going through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. I tell you what, it ain't been pretty, has it? But we've managed it. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tottenham, and you can tell by the celebrations, are through to the next round of the Champions League. And it was thanks to an extremely late goal from Harry Kane and a superb finish from Douglas Costa coming on off the bench, doing something for us, doing something I've wanted him to do for the entirety since we've had him in the team. And oh my God, boys, oh my God. I was nervous as all hell in that one. 2-2, what a superb performance there from the captain, Harry Kane. Defensive problems, mainly Sessegnon, unfortunately. It's not his favourite position. Reguilon being injured kind of forced us into that position. But what a fantastic result in the end there. Fair play to Celtic. So as you can see with that result, Real Madrid did actually beat Benfica, so that saw us on 9 points and getting out of this group. And to be honest with you, this group was really bloody difficult in the end. I said it. I did say it was going to be a fairly difficult group, but I didn't expect that. But what a result there. That was fantastic. We've had some crazy results this season, but I've never celebrated a draw as much as Harry Kane scoring in the last minute there. Man United next. Right, guys, so after calming down after all the excitement of that last game, we're going to take on Manchester United. Now, this will be the team for the game today. Douglas Costa getting a start in this one. Really impressed with him in the last game. That doesn't mean we're going to keep him, but I was really impressed. He duly delivered when we needed him to, and that's what we signed him for. This is the Man United side we'll be coming up against. They've got a decent strength squad. It's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. What's interesting is the only player that's actually not in the Manchester United squad now in real life is St. Maximin. They've not signed anyone by the looks of it. They've not signed anyone. Pepe, that's literally it. They've not actually signed anyone. So that's quite interesting. I thought they'd have made more transfers. They haven't, but Sergio Romero in net today. Maybe we can take advantage of that. Welcome to Old Trafford for what should be a fantastic game of football today, guys. Got to keep an eye on St. Maximin. He's going to be dangerous. He could cause us a problem. I'm pretty confident with the squad we've got. I really am. And I'm very happy that we managed to come back there against Celtic. We need to not make mistakes early doors in this one. We've got a little bit of a better defensive lineup though for this game, and let's see what we can do. It's going to be difficult. What I have noticed as well is the turf on the actual the stadiums that are in the game is so much superior to the turf. Oh wow, Martial going close there, very early doors. It's far superior to like the turf on just the random generated stadiums. I mean, the turf here at Manchester and the turf there at Celtic as well was just far better. Well, for the first time in this one, now we can get ourselves on the ball a little bit, have some sustained possession. I must admit we've improved a lot since putting a DM in the team, I think. I think it's really improved us. Doherty now, what can he do? Big game for him today. He's leaving in next episode. And I'd like to say it's sad to see him go. I didn't mind him season one, but if we're being realistic, he's not been good enough. Douglas Costa now, what could Douglas do? Harry Maguire's all over that. Harry Maguire fantastically there. St. Maximin now, we're going to be cautious with him. And Ndombele is going to have to do a job today. The Celso now. Dybala spots the runner, Bergwijn. He's going to find Bergwijn! 1-0! 1-0 Tottenham! And it's Bergwijn, of all people, managing to get a goal. And some of the players we've talked about letting go here have ended up having brilliant performances in recent episodes, and it makes it so much more difficult to decide on whether we let them go or not. I think the key thing is who can we replace them with. Dybala found him far too easily, and we'll make it 1-0 Tottenham here. Celso finds Costa, who's going to try and play in Harry Kane. He does play in Harry Kane. Harry Kane's beating Lindelof. He tries to round the goalkeeper, and well saved in the end there, actually, from Romero. It was very well saved in the end. But we're going to retrieve the ball back here. Dybala now. He is key to a lot of the playmaking going forward. You might not see him so much because he's not been, as a shadow striker, really high on the goals. But he is so key to a lot of the playmaking, like the assist already to Bergwijn in this one. But now we're going to be counted on and we're in a dangerous position. And luckily, Lo Celso is there. Well, they've opened up a lot here and given us way too much space, I would say. And it's very surprising. Lo Celso's going to try and get in there, but McTominay will out-jump him. We do here with Dybala. Oh, I just thought I'd fire one, and it wasn't a country mile wide. But yeah, they seem to be opening up a lot, leaving a lot of space, a lot of gaps for us to play into. I think that's probably with the high press they're playing. It's just kind of playing into my hands. You know, we love our counter-attack in football. The hardest thing for me is breaking teams down like Celtic that sit deep. Playing against a team that's going to come and attack us and leave loads of space, I don't really mind. Dybala finds Bergwijn there. And again, look at this space opening up. And Harry Kane, I could spot, was in acres. Harry Kane, 2-0. Manchester United really need to get their act together here. Wow. Honestly, there is just so much space for us to play into. Look at this. We win the ball back. Bergwijn's got an acre to run into. They don't track Harry Kane whatsoever. And he's got a really easy finish for Harry Kane. You know, he will not miss them. He will not miss those situations. Well, we're going to break again here. Oh, Bergwijn. If he finds him, he does find him. Harry Kane looking to pull that one across. I can't, but we'll get a corner again. And this is just repeat offending from what is really strange, to be honest with you, because I don't understand what they're trying to achieve here. We're going to be Ndombele in this one, and I'm going to charge into this space here, but it's a terrible corner in the end. But they're just giving us so much room to play in and letting us play to our strength. They're going to have a bit of a break here, though, but Skriniar is quick out to Bruno Fernandes. But they're letting us play to our strength here, and Pogba gets up there, and Sanchez will get to it in the end. And what's been given here? Is that a free kick to Manchester United? That's very frustrating. The explanation here for what Doherty has done is... What is that? That's never a foul in a million years. And what an unbelievable position now for Bruno Fernandes on what is the worst refereeing decision I've seen in the game. Get to that, Lakovic. Thank you very much. We're giving Liavakovic, I don't bloody know. We're giving him some game time again, giving him the opportunity. Because why not? We're going to spot the run there of Bergwijn. Oh, Bergwijn's take here is beautiful. Ball into Harry Kane. Who's going to play it to Costa, and Costa, heavy touch, unfortunately. A little bit of a heavy touch there. His touch let him down. Oh, Bergwijn now in a great position. Oh, wow. I don't know if we can sell Bergwijn anymore, boys. I don't know if we can sell him anymore because he has stepped up his form. He really has done, and this is fantastic. And again... woeful at the back. They stop it, give the ball away here, Bruno Fernandes, and Bergwijn hits a rocket of a goal into the back of the net. Manchester United are 3-0 down here, and I've got to be honest with you, it could be a lot more. They have been shocking. Well, there's got to be big question marks over Manchester United's performance here so far, and Harry Kane there, well in Wan-Bissaka. That could have been a penalty. If the Pogba foul is a foul, that for me is a penalty, but... you know, Manchester United need to figure something out here. They really need to figure something out. And I don't know what it is they need to do, but they need to do it quickly. And I think they need half-time more than anything in this situation. Although they're going to get a great run in here from Williams. Can he do? He tracks back, and it's a decent ball in, but Mason Greenwood can't get a good enough header on it. Unlucky. Unlucky there for Manchester United. But that's the first time, really, they've... brought with any conviction. They really need to figure out how they can turn the tide in this one. Their performance has been woeful. Well, there we go, half-time, guys, and it's 3-0 to Tottenham, and not a good first half there for Manchester United. They're going to have to go in at the half-time break and try and figure out what they can do going forward. More than anything, defensively, haven't been the worst coming forward. They just haven't taken their chances at the moment. Spurs are on fire. Ben Davies there tries to drive that down the line towards Bergwijn, and he's going to get it to him. And this is just how quickly we've been able to break away. Can we do here? I know Harry Kane wanted it on the volley. Unlucky. It was always going to have to be spectacular from that position, to be fair. Romero now. What is Romero doing there? He's got away with it in the end. He's really got away with it in the end. Bergwijn's control in this game has been superb until that moment, but he's been very good. And Ndombele again being a absolute force to be reckoned with at the back. He has been so key to us. So key to us. Douglas Costa there will try and switch play to Ben Davies. Mason Greenwood gets his head on it though. Also Maximum now being given a golden opportunity, and Doherty will need to get to this. Oh, and he does in the end. He shields it away from Brandon Williams, and Harry Kane will get this now. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, luckily it doesn't find its way to Dybala. But they've come out with a lot more impetus this second half already, and we've been a little bit sloppier. You could probably say more casual. We seem to be a little bit too relaxed at this moment in time. Oh, Dybala now has been sent through. McTominay's not going to get to him. Dybala! Oh, wow. I mentioned earlier that he doesn't get the goals, but they've stood off him, and that's probably the first time we've seen some real greatness from Dybala. Sorry, not Dybala, Dybala. This is superb. A run. I knew McTominay couldn't catch him. And what a thunderbolt that is. What a thunderbolt that is. That's a difficult technique to do. And he does it so easily. Well, at this stage in the game, at 4-0 up, this was an easy set of substitutions to make. Triple sub now. We've got Badu coming on. We've got Harry Winks coming on. And we've got Lucas Moura coming on. And some of the big guys being taken off because at this stage, you know, I can't see Manchester United getting 4. Never say never, but I'd be very surprised if they can smash in 4. And they improved at the start of this half, but they've still been absolutely woeful defensively. And on the counter, and I say they can't smash in 4, but that's won back instantly for Bruno Fernandes. And Man United will believe at this stage. They will believe that they can get back into this. But yeah, they've still been so easy to beat defensively, but this is great play. And really a case of us just not marking players up, and Bruno is just difficult, man. Again, look, they've opened wide open there for Douglas Costa. Badu will look to chip it back. Lucas Moura on the volley! Oh, well blocked in the end. I don't know who blocked that. I think it was Brandon Williams. But again, look, wide open for Douglas Costa just to run, and then for Badu to run. He does the right thing by lifting it back, and Lucas Moura there. Close. Here we go again. Are they going to go short again? I don't think they will go short this time. Bruno Fernandes trying to make up his mind what he's going to do. Taking his time, and they don't have time. It's one thing they don't have at this moment in time. Is enough time to kind of make these decisions. And Douglas Costa here will just run his way forward. Right down to the corner. And just make the world's worst pass. I don't know what that was. My sincerest apologies. But yeah. Oh, Greenwood's got a bit of space now. What can he do? Oh, he pulls it back. He's so Skriniar and Ighalo. Oh, what a save. What a save in the end. He's done brilliantly today as a goalkeeper. After having some terrible performances, he's done fantastic because since the 4th goal, it's been a Man United onslaught. And we seem to still be in this. I don't know how, but we seem to still be doing all right. Man United have absolutely pounded the door. Lucas Moura finds Bergwijn now. Who will find Badu in a dangerous position. It's well blocked in the end. Well blocked in the end. We're in the 4 minutes of added on time now, and surely this is a massive win here for Tottenham at Old Trafford. And I mean massive. And Manchester United, though they did come out better in the second half, let's be honest. We did score in the second half, but it was all Manchester United. But at the end of the day, you've got to be better than this. Bergwijn! Nah, never mind. You've got to be better than this. Manchester United have to be performing better than this against the big sides, and they haven't today. And they haven't been great in front of goal, if we're being honest with ourselves. But there we go. 4-1 victory. I mean, the game was done and dusted, to be honest with you, in the first half. And it was just kind of batten down the hatches a bit in the second one. Let's see where that puts us in the table. So we do stay in 4th, and it gives us a little bit of a points gap there. So that's really good for us. I mean, we're 11 points off Arsenal, which is just, that's infuriating, isn't it, being 11 points off Arsenal. But we're doing all right. Now we've had a nice little break before the Southampton game, which definitely gives us time to refresh our legs a little bit. We do have a transfer offer, do we here? Or is it just some... it's just some scouting stuff. It frustrates me when that comes up because I'm like, oh, transfer offer, and then it's not. So we just decided to give the free transfer market a little bit of a cheeky look, and it's dreadful. It's like graveyard in here. It's absolutely awful. There's no one there this time round. Maybe at the start of next season there might be. I mean, there is Adrian. If we needed a backup goalkeeper, there are players here if we were a smaller team as well. Let's remember that, like Baumgartlinger. He'd be great if he was a smaller team as an enforcer in the centre of midfield, but we don't need any of these players. They're not going to improve us whatsoever. We've also added more players to our list. Now, I've already got tons of people on here. We can remove you now. We've signed you. Already got tons of players on here, to be honest with you. We added Klosterman. Probably not someone we're going to look at the minute. And a few other players. Alexandro, but right now I don't think we need a left back. Max Aarons was like the overwhelming want. So I think Max Aarons could probably be the player that we'll definitely go in for. I've also added Hendricks. We've got McKelly, Dumfries, Carvajal as well, who I would be excited to sign. They're all right back position players. We need a right back, but I think English, He's playing in the Championship. I think Max Aarons will be who we go in for right back. I wanted Denzel Dumfries, but I think we're going for him. But as you can see, we've got an extensive list here. If you see any players that you think definitely we should pick up, I'm looking at Mohamed El Hatton as a young playmaker for the future, 19 years of age. But yeah, we've got some decent players on this list here. I can't complain. Remember, when you're suggesting players, keep them like moderately realistic. I don't want to go and sign a player that just would never leave the club they're at. If we think they probably won't be playing at the club they're at, or they're a smaller team than us, we can go and poach them, then definitely leave those recommendations. But if it's just a big name player that probably wouldn't leave, like we know Dybala's been linked with Tottenham and that he probably wasn't playing enough at Juve, so that's why we could sign him. But then if we was to go in for someone like Kingsley Coman and we saw that he's playing a lot for Bayern Munich, it wouldn't make sense. He wouldn't come to Tottenham over Bayern Munich. So we're not going to be ultra realistic, of course, but let's have just a moderation of realism. Like Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid would never sell him, and he realistically would probably never come to Tottenham on a permanent, maybe on a loan, but on a permanent at this moment in time. But then you've got the flip side. Ousmane Dembele might not be playing for Barcelona. We could go and pick him up. So I think we just have some moderation of that. A player who I'm thinking of for right wing is Malcolm, the ex-Barca player, Bordeaux player, youngster that went to Zenit St. Petersburg. I think he could be really good for us, but I don't know. He could be the Douglas Costa replacement, but I'm just thinking out the box here. He's 24 as well, so I think he'd be a great player for us, and we'd definitely be able to pick up a player from Zenit. But at the moment, we don't really need to improve those positions. We put Hang Hee Chan also on the list, a player I'm a big fan of, but in the same strokes, we don't really need that position right now. The only time we'd probably sign him is if we was looking at getting rid of Badu. We're quite stacked at striker because you've got Troy Parrott, Harry Kane, then you've got Dybala and Badu, and both of them can play shadow striker as well, so fortunately not a position we're looking for at the moment. This will be the team to take on Southampton. What we've got to remember in this one is Southampton are 100% our bogey side. They caused me a lot of problems last year. We lost to them 3 times, I think we lost to them in the Cup. I think they knocked us out of the FA Cup, and we lost to them twice in the league. So I would really like that not to be the case this time round. We've got a decent squad going out there. The reason why Bergwijn's in instead of Son, Bergwijn is just on fire. His arrow is flaming up at the moment. We've got Lucas Moura coming in, Douglas Costa coming in. It's a strong team. It really is. We've got a strong team, and I think we could definitely do some damage here. I'd just love to get a win against them. We've got Dybala and Bale on the bench if need be. Same with Son and Badu, so strength to strength. I mean, look at that bench. They're all 80-plus players, so we're looking good at the moment. Wow, well, here we go. A snowy day today in Tottenham, which is lovely to see. Lovely to see. I've not seen snow in this game yet, I don't think. I don't think we had a snowy game all season last year. Well, we've got a bit of snow in this one, so it'd be cold out there. Let's see how the ball moves differently. It's nice to see some different weather effects. Be interested to see how it affects the game. But this one is really, for me, a rivalry in terms of my feelings towards the game, because we've struggled against Southampton, but new look side this time round this year, and a stronger side in my opinion. Serge is going to play that one through to Douglas Costa. Douglas Costa is going to drive that one across. Bergwijn was coming in. Dembele will find it. Lucas Moura back to Dembele. We'll recycle it, and we'll look to be dominant in this one like we were in the Manchester United game. Let's see if we can find goals, though. That's going to be an issue against these teams that sit back against me, and then they'll break with 2 strikers, and we all know how well I dealt with that last year. Not very well at all. We keep the ball here, though. Costa. We just can't find a way through. It's breaking a team down sometimes that's difficult on this game. I think we might find that difficult in this one. Oh, Bergwijn's done great here. He's going to play it forward. Lucas Moura now, surely 1-0. Beautiful finish. Beautiful finish. And the first time we could break away. Honestly, we are so deadly on the counter. We really are so deadly on the counter. And Bergwijn's run here is fantastic. It really is fantastic. His form at the moment, he's unplayable. Unplayable. And it's a great ball into Lucas Moura, and a tidy finish from Lucas Moura as well. Let's add that we can bring Lucas Moura into this team, and exactly what he adds to this team when we can bring him in and bring him onto the pitch. It's a nice tidy finish. Great play from the boys, and from one end to the other in a matter of moments. 1-0 Tottenham. And Dembele's managed to find Lucas Moura there, and Lucas Moura's dangerous. Oh, Bergwijn tried to play it back across towards Harry Kane and just couldn't do it. Lucas Moura looking very dangerous in this game already, and we will find Bergwijn now. He will pull it back. Oh, Angus Gunn is there to cut it out. That was going straight towards Harry Kane's noggin, and that'd have been 2-0 there. This is much better performance from us against Southampton than normal, which definitely is a nice feeling for me. I do spot Lucas Moura again there in the hole, causing a problem. And Harry Kane, will he get lucky? Oh, he won't. He won't. They'll get lucky in the end there. And then Belling out. Finds Reguilon. Reguilon will find Bergwijn. Great touch from Bergwijn. He's going to try and slot this one across to Harry Kane. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought that was in for a brief moment. This is great play again from Tottenham. Absolutely supreme play. Sorry, it wasn't Bergwijn. It was Lucas Moura. And he just moves the ball across nicely. And Harry Kane just can't get enough on it, can he? Well, there we go, guys. Half-time, and a very difficult game on this playing surface, really. The ball's run really quickly at times as well and bobbled quite aggressively. But 1-0 lead so far for Tottenham, and I think it's fully deserved. If anything, I imagine there could be more goals for us in the second half. Bergwijn now, going to find Reguilon. We'll pull it back, and we'll whip it in. And Harry Kane is in there. You've always got to be cautious when Harry Kane's in there. We stand a chance. Oh, what a mistake they've made there. Lucas Moura. Oh, it's 2-0. It's all Southampton's own making. It really was all Southampton's own making there. I do feel for them a little bit with that one. They've gifted us it, and very unselfish from Harry Kane to drop it off to Lucas Moura, who slots it home very comfortably. 2-0 lead here, and you know, we might rest a couple of players here in this one. I don't think we need all the main guys out at this stage. Look at this. This is a terrible pass straight to Harry Kane and unselfishly to Lucas Moura. There we go. 2-0. Well, double sub here for us now because, you know, we might as well at this stage. Bodou will come on for Harry Kane and get some game time. Mightily impressed with the way we performed in this one. It's been very good. And the man at the moment, Lucas Moura, really having a superb game here. Coming in when we needed him, you know, giving us the opportunity to rest Dybala a little bit, and the performance he's had has just been second to none, and he's going to receive this again, and unluckily for him, Bodou was offside, and they'll actually still give it even though Southampton collected the ball. Well, Douglas Costa does brilliantly there to win that back. Lo Celso now. Not the best of balls, but Bodou will pick it up. What can Lucas Moura do now? He's going to try and find Douglas Costa. Oh, he does find Douglas Costa. What could Douglas Costa do? He kills one in there. Bergwijn. Oh, they get a little bit lucky there, Southampton, don't they? Douglas Costa now. Bodou. Lucas Moura's on for his hat-trick. Lucas Moura surely will. Oh, he has a double bite at the cherry. Both times too direct at the goalkeeper. It should be a Lucas Moura hat-trick here. I feel for him a little bit. His touch away the defender was fantastic, but he needed to drive at the other side of the goal, really, didn't he? Well, our third and final substitution, we'll see Gareth Bale coming on the pitch. And I don't want to be playing that into Lucas Moura, so I'll play it into Gareth Bale. Can he do it? He does get it, and he does meet it, and Bergwijn will get that back, and Gareth Bale's been on the pitch all of 5 seconds, and it hits the crossbar. Absolutely clatters off the crossbar, and this isn't bad in the end, you know. Bergwijn does the right thing, nods it back, and oh, that's so close. Well, he hadn't been on the pitch long, had he there, Gareth Bale, before he nearly managed to get himself on the score sheet. Unlucky, really, in the end, but we're going to win this back here. And Lucas Moura again now. And he will run. And Bodou now, what can he do? He's looking for a runner. And he's found a willing runner in Lo Celso. Oh, and Lo Celso's just squeezed it wide. A free kick now for Southampton. James Ward-Prowse will step up and take it. It is in a dangerous position. And he will score it. And it is 2-1 now, Southampton. I've got to be honest with you, though. It was one of those free kicks that wasn't a free kick. You'll know if you play PES. They get given quite a little bit. Hopefully, it'll be fixed for 2022. But right back in it, Southampton. 2-1 now. And for all the good play we've had, and definitely should have had a third goal, Southampton are back in the game. Winks has won it back here in a dangerous position. And he'll be allowed to run at them. Oh, he does, and it's given to Bergwijn, but he's offside, surely. Oh, no, he's not offside. Oh, I could have sworn he was offside there. Sorry, not Bergwijn, Bodou. I could have sworn he was offside, but he's got the goal. It's a great pass in then, by the looks of it, by Harry Winks. Maybe his man on the wing was playing him on. Yes, he was. And it's a beautiful finish, and that will kill the game off now. And Tottenham will win this one. 3-1, hopefully. Gineppo there to Che Adams. What could Che Adams do? And they're going to win a penalty here, aren't they? Or is he offside? I think he's been booked. Yeah, he's been booked there for diving, apparently. Oh, actually, yeah, I mean, it does go down very easily. I'm not sure he should be booked there for diving, but it definitely weren't a penalty. And it looks like this could be a win here for Tottenham now, quite comfortably. Do you know what, though? Southampton this second half, they're giving it a good old go. To be fair, I thought they were back in the game, but they just gave us a little bit too much space, didn't they, with Harry Winks? And I don't know what happened there, but they gave us way too much space with Harry Winks on that run, and he was always going to find a decent pass in the end. Well, we've got a corner. Let's see if we could do it with it. There's not long left of the game, is there? So let's just see if we can do it. I'll get in front of my man, and we can. And I'm imagining the full-time whistle, Yorkie, whistle, is about to be blown. And that'll do it, right, boys? That'll do it. A 3-1 victory against our bogey side, Southampton. Lucas Moura with a double. And Bodou there getting one towards the end. Moura again, ever the professional. I'm so glad we kept him around. Last season, he was very much the nearly man. He wouldn't go missing in games. He'd be so prominent, but not put it in the back of the net. But he's having a good season this year. And he had a good back end to last season. And that's why we kept him around. Well, guys, at the end of this episode, it's going to see us sticking in 4th place. And I'm happy with it. We've kind of turned our season around a little bit. That Champions League game, though, was very nervy, wasn't it? But we've kind of turned our season around a little bit here. And I'm very happy with the performances we're putting in now. 33 points. We are quite a bit off the other teams. They don't lose many in this Premiership. And we've unfortunately lost 4 this season already. All right, guys, so that'll be it for this episode. But in the next episode, we're going to take on West Brom, Newcastle and Watford. 3 winnable games, in my opinion. So let's see which one we muck it up on. Also, we're going to do the transfer window. It will open in next episode. I think Max Aarons is definitely the right back we go for. I'm more than open to other suggestions. Remember, we don't have much of a budget, so maybe go down the youngster route. I would like to get in a right winger. And when I say a right winger for the future. We've got Bale and Douglas Costa, and I think we will keep Douglas Costa now. He had a very good episode in this one. And I think we keep him until the end of the season. I don't want to make major changes to the team and the team chemistry in January. I'd rather do that in the summer. So I think we probably just bring in players that we can ease into the team instead of players that are going to have an instant impact. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you all for supporting the channel. If you're new around here, hit subscribe, because like 80% of you aren't subscribed yet, and I'm trying to understand why you ain't. But anyway, guys, that's been it for this one. Take it easy. Stay safe. I hope you're all staying safe. It is a tough time at this moment in time. The world has gone to crap. Catch you in the next one.